Okay, today what we're going to do right now, we're going to talk about another thing that discipline is connected to in Module 7. Okay? What we're going to talk about now is when you basically, you probably, now this is possible. Okay? I'm merely trying to throw something at you and it may be true. Maybe as a child, you didn't trust yourself. Okay, or maybe you don't trust yourself today. Maybe you broke you broke promises when you were a child. You broke promises that you made to yourself. And maybe you're still doing it today. Maybe you started things when you were a child and you never finished. And maybe that's still you today, starting things you never finish. The last thing is maybe as a child you doubted yourself all the time. Am I doing the right? Should I? What are people going to think? And today, you still doubt yourself a lot. So, why? Why is that happening? I can tell you, because this has been my story too. It's because when we were children with an alcoholic father or a distant father, we were surviving. And we could say it was rock and roll, and it's not music we're talking about. Uh, each day was a new day, and not a good day, but a new day. You didn't know what was happening, so there was no way you were going to make any decisions because you didn't know how it was going to be received in that context. So you learned, no, no, I'm surviving. I'm not adding anything. I'm not yelling. I'm not creating anything. I'm keeping it zip. And we're children. It just happened because the most important thing we need right now is we want love, but sometimes we don't get it. So now we need security. And security, if we have a house, food on the table, and a bed to sleep in, that our body is happy, but we're still surviving. So basically, when you're surviving as a child and not thriving, and I think we know the difference, you're surviving, well, that can uh, linger as an adult too. We're replaying the cassette. We're in a hamster. He's running after the same thing. Well, what's kind of crazy is no one tells us, but we may not even be thinking about this, and we're doing it. Holy mama, what you're saying, Patrick? Yeah, I am doing as I was a child. I'm replaying it out. So give yourself love. Don't start. Why did I? No, give yourself love for this. You are a human being, and I say this to myself a lot, and it's helped me. If I look at myself, Patrick A. McCarthy, this is my first time on Earth. You could believe in reincarnation or not, I don't care. But it's your first time going through this life. And you started with the bumpy roads. Bumpy roads. So, and that was not your choosing. So give yourself love. And there's no time for blaming now. It's time for healing. And healing could start with discipline again. But this time, discipline, we're going to create. What are we going to create? We're going to create self-trust. What do you mean by self-trust? Well, believe that, again. Your situation has changed. You're in the driver's seat now. You're you are in the driver's seat. So start thinking, what about me? What about me? What about me? And I know this is a game changer for many of you because it's been a game changer for me. What do I mean? Well, when you myself, I could be just vulnerable right now to help you and to just share a little about me. I gave, and I could give without limit. And I was not even conscientious of this, but it created a burnout in me. And the reason why, what about Patrick? What about Patrick? That idea never came in this head. So I just gave. What about Patrick? Never came. So finally, it's a new discussion relationship I'm having with me. What about Patrick? So, well, you could do the same thing. What about you? Okay. If you're a giver, or however you are, you're just scared because you're scared and you feel I can't do anything. I'm going to stay in my apartment. I'm not going to get in a relationship. Well, you're in the driver's seat and you got to realize that. Get that in your head. Driver's seat. So now discipline is going to now, yes, in the last video, it created a structure. Now, let discipline create self-trust. Start doing this. You make a promise to yourself, keep it. And that giving, it's going to start you're going to start creating boundaries. And that's what we're doing right now without realizing it. Promises I make to myself, I'm going to keep them. Okay? And why? You're going to rebuild trust in yourself. Let's talk about trust right now. You couldn't trust your father because he didn't trust himself. So he wasn't an example. He was he was unpredictable. So as an adult, you're in the driver's seat. I keep on saying that because I want you to realize you're in a totally different scenario now, totally different context. So uh, use this discipline now to develop self-trust where un you, basically you are not apologetic at all. You're trusting yourself. That could be, mm, I think what I would really like to do right now on maybe 3 times a week. I like to, because that really speaks to me. I would like to do yoga. I would like to walk. I like to go to the gym, you name it. And somebody will call you, hey, I need you. Can you? And the old you might have said, oh, yes, okay, no problem. There goes the walking. There goes basically yoga. No, that has to stop. Now we're creating boundaries, just like on the airplane. If there is an accident, they tell you, give yourself air before you give air to your child. That should be a game changer right there. So do the same thing. Boundaries. Start creating boundaries in your life, and everybody has a beginning. You could complain, I'm this age, and I still don't know how to control my life. I'm this, I'm that. We can all dance, sing. We all can do that dance. But Where does it take us? Back down to when we were a child. We're a victim. And as a child, you were a victim. And I have love for you because I was a victim too. But as an adult, we have to take that, the reins of the ship, if you want to talk about a ship, but you're being a driver. Whether it's a boat, ship, horse, wagon, I don't care. You are a driver. So right now in this video, I'm going to stop it right now, but the idea is discipline, use discipline now. The discipline you're going to use is going to be changing because it's going to create self-trust. And use discipline to create self-trust. Use discipline to create another way of self-trust is starting boundaries, setting boundaries for you. And start with just one, maybe just one. And maybe it's saying yes to you each day for one thing. And give yourself love. I just had this idea. It took X amount of years to create the you that you are right now. Could you give yourself some love? That it might take a couple of months, a half a year, a whole year. I don't know. But my point is, you are starting to change the needle. Don't expect the change to happen like that. That is illogical, but I want you to be glowing just with, oh my God, this is making sense to me. Celebrate. This, I could create one boundary. I've never done this in my life. It's true. I've always done things for others. But when it came to me, no, it's not important. Well, you're still acting like the child. And you don't need to anymore. Okay? I'm going to wrap this up. Believe in yourself, love yourself, start setting boundaries because discipline is needed here to create self-trust. Okay, thank you. Peace and love.